Peter knows of what he speaks. He's coaching Stanford now, men and women, but 30 years at the University of Wisconsin, Carrie, and a couple of national championships.
Try 43 in cross country and in track. And this guy knows distance running. He's had 3 Olympians for female Olympians, and he's always been able to put it together when it matters.
Amy Hastings, your early leader, but Miss Lambie is still very much in the pack. She is with Stanford, just behind her.
Stanford, we have ranked 2nd in the poll right now, and Ariana Lambie is probably doing what Simon Byrou did in the first race. She's not going after it necessarily. She's, maybe just holding back a little bit for that team title.
Should we be seeing a separation of the pack at this point or not?
You never know. In this kind of race where we think there maybe is 10 different individuals that can pull out the win, it's going to be a tight pack. But in other years, yes, there has been someone that has been far out ahead and have come away winning, big. So we'll have to see what happens in the next 2-3K.
And in your opinion, is it unusual for this particular race to be so wide open?
No, because it's the best runners in the nation. And, there isn't always someone that's head and shoulders above everyone, and that's what makes it fun. It makes it, more exciting for all of us to watch this race and not know who's going to win from the gun.
I ran cross country many years ago, but not competitively on the collegiate level. Is anybody having fun out there right now? Because it looks so intense, it looks so grueling, it looks so difficult.
You know what? Everyone's enjoying this. Yes, it's hard, but we've worked.
Seriously, they are enjoying it?
Yes.
Okay.
And you know what? You work so hard and prepare for this. And that's what it's all about, is hard work. And individually, you can push yourself harder than anyone can push you as a team. And that's what it's really a neat sport.
Carrie Tollefson should know she won a championship with Villanova in 1997. Still a special time for you because people remind you about it often.
They do, and it was fun to win, but I hope to win many more things as a professional athlete, and that's what these girls are hopefully trying to do, is just keep on getting better as the years go on and as they get older, and distance runners do get better as we get older. So that's one nice thing about being a woman, is we can hopefully see faster times as we get old and gray.
That won't happen for a while. We mentioned the Ivy League. We saw Cac Farrell moments ago. You like her?
I do. I think she's from Minnesota originally, so I have to give her a little bit of props there. But, I think they're going after it, and they're definitely pushing themselves to higher limits than we've seen in the past years.
And again, the conditions have fit very nicely for this particular event as opposed to the men. It seems a little bit warmer out there. I love the fans trying to get in position here. We saw this all day long.
You have to be fit in order to be a fan of cross country. We've always said that. It's not one where you can sit in the stands and eat hot dogs. This is one where you have to run around and see different points of the race. And so it is definitely a fun sport for people to get out, get some exercise themselves, and enjoy the runners.
Tell us at this particular point what you might feel could happen among some of the leaders, where we might see some distancing beginning.
Well, we can see the girl from Auburn right there. She's trying to push a little bit, and I think she's definitely trying to see if she can get things moving and maybe get into a different groove. Sometimes when you do start feeling a little bit hampered or a little bit tired, you have to get into a different groove, like I said. And so this is halfway point. Maybe she's trying to put a little bit of surge on, and that's maybe what we're going to see in the next 3K.
We're looking at a pretty good time here, are we not?
Yes, they went out hard. They definitely went out hard, and I think they slowed it down a little bit and actually brought people together. Amy Hastings did push for a little bit, but now you can see the pack is back together.
Lambie, Beerbaum, Nielsen, 4, 5, and 6. The rest of the group as well. At the halfway point, Amy Hastings, Cac Farrell among some of the leaders. Any surprises?
No, I don't think any surprises, really. It's still anyone's race right now, but you can see that Carolyn Beerbaum is right there, the girls that we've mentioned in the beginning. The 2 Duke girls are up front. It's going to be fun. They have 3K left. It's going to be a mad dash for the finish.
The lead pack is before you. What is interesting, though, lack of Duke participation. You can pick out number 509, Clara Horowitz, in the middle of that, but still, the Blue Devils were favored.
They do have a strong pack behind those 2 top runners, so you never know what's going on behind there. But, yeah, I guess I thought I would have seen a little bit more of Duke in the first half of this race.
It was interesting. Everybody you talked to thought it would be Duke, but right now, Johanna Nielsen is your leader. Cac Farrell second. Ariana Lambie in position number 3. We are back at the NCAA Cross Country Championships. We are at the 4K mark of the women's race, 2K to go. Caroline Beerbaum is a wonderful story from Columbia University. Finished strong last year, hoping to do well this year. Here's Caroline and the keys to winning the race.
Definitely just not giving up at the 4K when you start to feel really tired, and just keep trudging along. And then definitely the last 1,000 meters is just remaining smart and not surging too soon or go with someone who does surge. You just have to be on top of things and assess the situation as it is.
So, Carrie, as you know very well, there is a method to the madness.
There is a method, and you know what? Everyone has a different race strategy out there. They all have their own plan in mind, and it looks like Ariana Lambie right now is deciding to push a little bit. I don't know if she's trying to break the pack or if she's just trying to get into a new rhythm like we've talked about in the past. So everyone has their own thing going on, so we'll have to see who can hold on the best.
So if she's starting to push here, what's Nielsen starting to think?
You know, both these girls are 1,500-meter girls. They like to run the shorter distances on the track. So they might be thinking, you know, the girls that are behind me are strong girls. I need to try and start my kicks early because in the last 200 meters, nobody can probably hang with these two. So I really don't know what's going on with them. I'm a little bit surprised that they're pushing now rather than just hanging on and trying to outkick people in the end.
Can you outguess yourself at this point, too?
You sure can. You can make moves, and it might, you know, come back to haunt you in the end. But, you know, I think these girls are strong enough. They know what's going on, and they've practiced this, you know, mentally over and over again. And so we'll just see if they can physically hold on.
I enjoy watching the faces because you can't read a whole lot from at least these two leaders.
You can't read a lot in their faces. You can watch in their form and their arms and how they're carrying. And these two look pretty relaxed still up front. But you'll see in the last K, the person that is going backwards is the one that can't, you know, use their knee lift or their arms. And that usually is what falls apart first.
Yeah, and it's interesting, too. We heard the remark before about not giving up at a certain point. Does that happen? Does that mentally enter in that maybe this isn't going to be your race, so you're not going to have enough at the end?
I think that's a big part about racing in cross country and long distance is to overcome the mental part of wanting to give up and fighting through the pain. And that's why a lot of people don't like to run, just in general. It's because it hurts. But you know what? There's nothing like winning a race and having that feeling, and these girls are definitely excited for it.
Stanford well represented today as they look for a team championship. Their coach is Peter Teagan. You've heard from him earlier in this broadcast. Teagan was retired, at least for a short period of time, and then some very interesting and unusual things happened and brought the Wisconsin coach to the West Coast to coach Stanford. Peter Teagan already has championships at Wisconsin. Can he follow up one here at Stanford?